Students, the next property which we are going to discuss is the metallic and non-metallic character of the elements. First, let us see what is a metallic character. We all know that metals have 1, 2, 3 electrons in their valence shell. So they have a strong tendency to lose these electrons. Okay? And when they lose these electrons, they become positive ions. For example, look here. In lithium, there are the electronic configuration is 2, 1. So it has got 1 electron in its outermost orbit. Beryllium has 2 electrons and boron has 3 electrons. So element will try to lose these 3 electrons to become a stable electronic configuration of helium. Similarly, over here, if you see the elements like sodium 281, magnesium 282, aluminium 283. So they are all metals and they have extra electrons in their outermost orbit. So these elements will try to lose these electrons, valence electrons, to become stable electronic configuration of a noble gas, and that's why they have the tendency to lose these electrons. So such a tendency of losing their electrons is called metallic character or electropositive character of the element. That means by losing these electrons, the element will become a positive ion. Okay, so metals tendency of losing their electrons is called metallic character or electropositive character. Similarly, there is another term called non-metallic character. What is a non-metallic character? Yes, non-metals on the other hand have got 5, 6, 7 electrons in their valence shell. So these elements will require 3, 2, 1 electrons to get an octet of electrons, 8 electrons in their outermost orbit. So these elements require more electrons to get stability, and that's why such elements, such non-metals have tendency to lose to gain more electrons and become negative ions, and such a property is called non-metallic or electronegative character of non-metals. That means non-metals will always try to gain electrons and they become negative ions, and that's why they are called electronegative. Okay, so if you see here in this, you can see these elements like nitrogen having electronic configuration 2, 5, oxygen 2, 6, fluorine 2, 7. So these elements require more electrons to attain octet, 8 electrons in their outermost orbit, and that's why such elements show non-metallic character, right? That means their tendency to gain electrons is increasing from left to right. Right? Similarly, in the period 3, you see phosphorus 285, sulfur 286, chlorine 287. So they need 3, 2, 1 electrons in their outermost orbit. So they have a strong tendency to gain electrons. Okay? And that's why these elements show non-metallic character. Now you will think, who is more non-metallic or electronegative, phosphorus or chlorine? Yes, it is chlorine. Chlorine desperately requires 1 electron to become stable. So chlorine is more non-metallic than phosphorus. So as we go from left to right, non-metallic character is increasing. Okay. Now let us see what happens in a group. Variation in a group. On moving down a group from top to bottom, metallic character increases. Right? That means tendency to lose electrons will increase when we go from top to bottom. So what is the reason for this? Same, that atomic size is increasing. When we go from top to bottom, like lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium, right? Their atomic size is increasing. Number of shells are increasing from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So if the atomic size is increasing, the attraction between the nucleus and outermost valence electrons is decreasing, and that's why tendency to lose these elements will lose their outermost electron very easily because their size is more as compared to lithium, right? So as the number of shells are increasing, force of attraction between nucleus and the outermost electrons is decreasing, and due to this, tendency to lose electrons is also increasing. That means metallic character is increasing, right? Now the question is, which element is more metallic? Lithium, does it have a more tendency to lose electron, or rubidium? Yes, rubidium has more tendency to lose electrons. That means rubidium is more metallic than lithium. Why? Because size of rubidium is more. So it can easily lose its electron because of the large size. Because of large size, there is less force of attraction between nucleus and outermost orbit. So lithium is less metallic, and this francium is most metallic element. Similar is the case when we go from top to bottom. Non-metallic character, that is tendency to gain electrons, also decreases, and the reason for this is the increase in the atomic size. Atomic size increases, so the force of attraction between nucleus and outermost electron is decreasing due to more size, and that's why tendency to gain electron is also decreasing. That means non-metallic character is also decreasing. For example, if you see fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine, you can see that fluorine is more non-metallic because it has small size. Tendency to gain electrons is more, but as the size is increasing, non-metallic character decreases. So fluorine is more non-metallic than iodine because of its small size.